I'm going to show you how to isolate objects on a perfectly white background. I'll show you my setup here. I have a studio light pointing towards this wall, and the light bounces off the wall and then shoots back over here at this white sheet. And wow, that is bright. There, you can see it a little bit better. And now if you come back here, you can see that's about a foot away from the wall. And now if you look underneath the sheet, you will see a flash. Let me grab that. This is being triggered by an optical slave, and I will link this down in the description if you want to check these out. So yeah, that light bounces off, it hits the wall, it bounces off here, and then this optical slave picks up all that light, and then it triggers this flash to go off. Now this is a pretty old flash, there's no controls on it really, so it's just a full blast, full power flash. So what I do is have the optical slave pointing up and having the flash point up as well, and then I just scoot that back right in the middle of the sheet. And then all that light just bounces all around in between the sheet and the wall and causes the background to be totally white. And this is on full power. I'm not sure, sometimes you might want it on half power. It depends on your situation, so you have to figure it out. And now this is my camera. As you can see, this light is pointing, it's like they're side by side, and you want to make sure that this light isn't in front of the lens at all, because the light can go into the lens and cause flare. So to avoid that, I just scoot it up a little bit further. Next, I'm at f8 at 1/160th of a second at ISO 200, and as you can see, when I take a picture of myself, I'm using a remote, so I'll just take a picture of myself. Okay, now let's go on the back of the camera so you can see that. So as you can see, the highlights are totally blown out. That's why they're blinking, and a little bit in the corner, the bottom right corner there, it's not blinking. And sometimes, like I said, you'll need to raise the flash level either behind the curtain or lower the flash level on the flash that's right beside the camera. So that's that. And this does not work too well with full body shots. As you can see, I'm in limited space here. This is why I have this set up. So, and the sheet just goes down to the ground, so it's not coming down like a, this isn't photographic paper I'm using, this is just a bed sheet. So in order to get a full body shot, you'd have to scoot this camera way back here a little bit more, use a wide angle lens, and put something white underneath that, or you could also remove it in Photoshop, which is what I'm going to do right now. So let's go over to the computer. Okay, so if you did theoretically want to do a full body shot, as you can see, I just did it with that same setup that I just showed you, and the problem is there's carpet that's not white, and there's all this junk around. So what you want to do to fix that is you want to, hold on a second, let me delete that. Okay. What you want to do is grab your pen tool and then zoom in really, really close, like 200, 300, 400%, and then carefully make a selection around your entire, or just the bottom area. So, you know, this area right here. Just like that. And of course you would have to do it much more accurately than what I just did. I'm just showing you as an example. And then you would right click, you would click make selection, you would feather it by whatever you wanted. I chose 0.3 here. And then now it's selected. I have the white color on the set as the background color. So I'm going to push Control Backspace, and now that fills that selection in with white. However, I made a better selection already, so let me just go to that. This is what I got. You could even do it more accurately. I just sort of did it with the pen tool. And then in order to check whether your whites are completely white, what you do is put the tolerance to 0. Up here, you grab the magic wand tool, and then you go up here at the top and make sure that your tolerance is set to 0, and then uncheck all of these, and then just click once in a really white area, and as you can see, it selected everything that was 100% white. So now what we want to do is grab the selection tool again, right click inside of this selection and click Select Inverse. Now everything that's not 100% white is selected. So what we want to do is zoom in and then grab the dodge tool and set it to highlights. Make sure Protect Tones is off, and then you can adjust the exposure to whatever you wish. I'll just leave it there, and then you go in here and you dodge around everything. Now here's why this tool is quick and easy. I'm just gonna deselect this because we can deal with it without it. But it's easy because you can get around the hair without like damaging it too much. Like a mask would just take a little bit longer. And the reason why the dodge tool is better is because you can just quickly go around, dodge out the areas that aren't 100% white, and just get rid of them. And for these areas here, just grab the selection tool again, make a selection, fill it in with white, and there you go. And then you would just double check again, and you would select the inverse, and then just dodge out the places that aren't perfectly white. So let's get this done. Let's totally make it totally white. You got to make this brush a little bit smaller to get into these little areas here, and just kind of, so it'll, if you go inside and like do that, it only messes up the face a little bit. So you have to be a little bit careful. You don't have to be extremely careful like you do with the pen tool, but you can get around. Alright, so that's pretty good enough. I mean, there's a little bit right here, but, and that's how you would totally isolate your subject. And if you wanted to make it like a bigger space area or something, you could go to image, and then canvas size, and then just put in new values here for the pixels, and then that will make it wider, smaller, whatever you want to do. So yeah, if you like this, comment, rate, subscribe to this video. Also check out my website, photoextremist.com. Yeah, go there and we'll take a look around. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.